skin without surgery or drugs or filler. This is how. It is a jade frequency specific microcurrent machine. It's absolutely amazing. I have 3 of them at my spa. It is a professional device, but the results are like, oh my gosh, can do so much more than a laser. So right now I'm getting rid of toxins from my face. Getting rid of what we call the seed of jowls, which makes this mouth muscle real tight like this. And it builds a lot of toxins like this around it. And if you don't clear those out, that will turn into jowls, which I don't know about you, but I don't want those. It's way easier to get rid of them before they show up. Sculpting up those jaw lines and those cheekbones. So you probably have cheekbones under there. If you don't think you can see them, they might just be covered with toxic stuff, you know? And this is a great way to get rid of that. Getting rid of these little eye bags here. Well, this will prevent them. I don't have them, and I never will, because I do non-invasive face sculpting. So if you want to be my art piece, you can come to see me in Carmel, Indiana. Or if this is an amazing treatment that you would like to offer your clients in your spa or wellness center, then I also have professional coaching options available that do include the machine and everything you could need. Fluffing up these lips. Man, I must have been stressed because I didn't realize I had this much stuff in my face. Can't forget that neck. So this is how you get that jawline without surgery, without injectables, without anything fake. What is this doing? This is getting rid of all the toxic buildup that builds up in our face over our age, right? That's why I'm almost 38 and I look way younger now than I did when I was 22. We just keep looking better as we keep getting better about how we take care of ourselves. So non-invasive face sculpting is a professional treatment. You can come here and you can be my art piece in Carmel, Indiana. Check out what kind of, hello, Brandon family. You can check out what kind of results you can see. I've got a ton of before and after pictures at ellabardo.com. Or if you are a spa, salon, wellness center owner, and you would like to bring in this amazing treatment to your clients, I can also make that happen for you too. We're in the business of making dreams come true, baby. So yeah, I actually sculpted this side of the nose really good earlier. So this is non-invasive face sculpting. I do not speak Chinese, but if you send a text message, then I do have translating apps. Where there's a will, there's a way. And a lot of times, I feel like if people aren't fluent in the same language, sometimes you can still communicate better because they're actually like trying to communicate where, you know, I speak. Jesus definitely loves Chinese people. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but I feel like if you don't speak the language, you're working harder to like connect, right? Sometimes when you do speak the same language, people work really hard to, they just want to wait for their chance to talk, right? And there's not a lot of communication that happens there. I can say one word in Chinese. What is it? Ni hao. Ni hao. Did I say it right? Chinese is hard. I do have a lot of Chinese friends, though. Being in the spa industry, I have a lot of Chinese friends who own massage parlors. They're the best. I'm doing great. How are you? You can ask me one question, and if it's crazy, I'm not going to answer it. You can ask me normal questions. I'll say pass if I don't like it. Hello, how are you? Getting this stuff out of my sinuses. A lot of people don't know that the sinuses go all around the face. Hello. It's not just in this area. It goes all the way up into the forehead. So sometimes if our sinuses are full, that can actually be what makes eye bags. We are located in Carmel, Indiana. Rated the best little city in the United States many, many years in a row. I love it here. We used to have a spa in Miami as well, but now we just go to visit, and I do train other spas down in South Florida how to do the same thing that I do. I do have a lot of people who will fly in as well, because I am the best. I have people who've flown in as far as Singapore. All over, like, you know, South America, Central America, Chile, Colombia. Lots of people from Mexico. Look at that jawline, baby. Look at that jawline. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Switzerland. It looks so beautiful. I love to watch. They have like 4K walking tours that I put on for my dogs. And like Switzerland is like one of my favorite ones. It's hard to like put, I can't put it on when I'm like working or something because I just get like tuned in to like all of the magicalness. If you came to Indy, you'd be like, it looks like a brown paper sock compared to what I see in Switzerland. We have our good parts. Carmel's very cute. We have a lot of activities that go on here. What are the rocket ships for? This is like very space age technology, though, yeah. No, you don't have to do this every day. It's my lady time of day, so when women go through that lady time, we get a little bit more extra filling up in the hormonal part of our face. So I'm working that out so we can keep the jawline snatched naturally without surgery, without drugs. And then also, it's cold here, cold and dry. So I'm doing some exfoliation with my Elibardo Star Glow Botanical Skin Polish. I can't believe I've almost had that, my first product line out. It's technically not my first, actually. My first product line we did in California, in San Jose, and it was a cannabis product line. All small batch that we sold in the dispensaries out there. And I loved it. Actually, I like that one even more than the Black Label, but, you know, stupid laws and stuff don't let us use cannabis in our products out here. Thank you, Mr. Leo. I love having you here. Now, I do have an everyday at-home one that you can use if you go to the My Favorite Things page of elibardo.com. It's not as good as this. You cannot use it on your eyes. You can't use it on the front of the neck because it's a microcurrent with galvanic, so galvanic can mess up the thyroid. With this professional machine, I can actually put it on a specific rife frequency that is going to harmonize the thyroid, so it's going to help it be its best self. So, but I think everybody should have a microcurrent at home. Everybody should have a microcurrent and a Tesla high frequency wand and an infrared biomat, like it's part of your first aid kit. But you should use it every day to keep you from having to use the first aid kit. So this is making new collagen by 22%, elastin by 48%, It doubles the length of the elastin fibers. And elastin fiber is kind of like this, or like, you know, hopefully you guys are old enough to know what a phone cord is. But so like an old phone cord used to be like this, and they get stretched out, right, over time. So that's what happens when our skin loses elasticity. We gain or lose weight, we get sun damage, age, whatever. So imagine we had like 10 of these that were all stretched out. Every time we use the frequency specific microcurrent, we're gonna make 4.8 more of these that are actually double the length as well. So then those are gonna wrap around with the old ones and then bring it back together, bring it back together, bring it back together until it looks brand new again. And then it's also increasing collagen by 22%. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to look that up. Seriously, Switzerland has been a dream. We've got like a Chris Kindle marked here. I think that's more German, but it does like a little Christmas town. It's rated the #1 in like the United States, but you know, everything in the US compared to Europe is still very new, you know? Even when I went to like Paris and Amsterdam, just like you could feel like the layers of history, like standing in the Louvre. And you know, I was standing in like King Louis the 14th, 15th, I think it was 14th's bedroom, which at the time was an Egyptian exhibit. I don't know if they brought all of that back to like the new like museum in Luxor that they built, because I heard that they brought a lot of stuff back, but they had a ton of mummies and stuff in there. And I just remember looking out the door and I was like, wow, like imagine how many kings were in here like right before they got raided. And I don't know, was like which castle was the one that got raided, like the last one, like the one where they, was it that one? Was it the Louvre? Where they like off with their head with the Marie Antoinette, and I think I think that was Louis the 16th. King Louis the 14th, he's the one who built like Versailles, and he was like very artistic and very cool. And King Louis the 16th is the one that off with their head. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, because my dog is named after Louis the 14th, the one who made Versailles. He's very fancy. Monsieur Louis. You can find, he's the brown one in my videos on here. He's very French, very proper. He was raised in the design district of Miami. So we are sculpting this jawline. We are sculpting these cheekbones here. Oh, I'm already feeling younger. I already feel like I can breathe better because I do have this on the sinus frequency. I feel a lot less tension in my face. And I want to clear out this nose. If you can see how this side of the nose I already did over on TikTok, I think. So see how much more defined it is, and actually see how like the nostril is smaller and higher. So how did I do that without giving myself surgery? That's because we're getting rid of the toxic buildup that builds up in our sinuses just from life. We live in a very toxic environment. Even if you have a good healthy sinuses, not everything's gonna be pushing out of there. I can feel how tight this is, and that tightness is actually pulling that nostril down, the tightness of the muscles and the toxins that surround it. I don't know, can you hear that sound? Crunch, 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 crunch. It sounds like, and it feels like gravel moving out of the face. So when it's anywhere around the lips, I like to just take that icky stuff that's already in our face and just push it back to the lips. Because, you know, why not? It's already there. So this is, this would be called aesthetics, but I also train massage therapists, med spa owners, physical therapists. This one machine can do so much. That's why the professional training is amazing, because I can really tailor it to somebody's existing business. So I have a lot of people who work in like the body sculpting. You know, we're always going to focus on helping the clients that they already have see even better results than what they're experiencing with what they're currently getting from that provider. If somebody's into pain management and helping with that, we're going to customize their training program for that. If they're a cosmetologist, we'll focus around the face sculpting and the hair restoration with the scalp renewal treatments that we have. So this one machine can do so much. I have 3 of them at my spa. Actually, I took one home. Scratch that. I have 2 in here and then 1 at my house. And if you would give me the option to have a $200,000 laser or $200,000 worth of jade machines, hands down, easy question. Give me the $200,000 worth of jade machines. Immediately. Yeah, more people really just need to know about this because it is incredible. It's life-changing. It's changed my life. I've been able to help, you know, over 10,000 other people in the last 11 years. Change their lives. And let me show you what my face used to look like when I was 22. Because, baby, I just keep getting younger looking. Even though we're looking like I'm doing a face stuff right now. Because I am. I'm back. So here's a little face sculpting. Hopefully you can see it. So this was me at 22 years old. So see, the face was a lot bigger. The lips were a lot smaller. The eyes were a lot smaller. The brow was a lot further down. Look at all that chin. And I was actually, I know it looks like I was like heavier there. I was actually like a size 00. All of that was just toxic buildup in my face. So here's me at 30. Get off of there, flash. Trying to avoid the flash. So see much in 8 years, like literally 22-year-old me looks like it could be like 30-year-old me's mom. And now we're 38. What do you think? Do I still look younger than 30-year-old me? No makeup though? You can be honest, you can tell me the truth. So yeah, I just plan on keeping on with what has been working for me. We're gonna be staying looking young and snatched and fabulous forever. So will my clients. But yeah, I feel like everybody should have. Right now I have a ton of people who fly in for this, or if they're wealthy enough, they fly me out. But I just feel like this should be available in like every city across the country. So it can be. I can teach you. If you don't have one of these near you, you know, and you have a spa, wellness center, salon, you need to get one while they're still building them. They're not going to be around forever. Then you're going to have to fly to me. It's going to be the only option. So I do have a little bit of breakout here. So now I'm going to switch it from the green frequency to the blue one. And we're just going to do a little polish here. So this is going to get rid of like pain, inflammation, acne. So just a light polishing. We're done with sculpting for the day. And I'm going to want to drink a ton of water after this. A lot of people have to go to the bathroom a lot after this. They're like, why? Well, I mean, we're getting rid of a ton of toxins out of your face, of course. So it's got to go somewhere. It's either going to go at number 1, number 2, or you're going to sweat it out. So that's why I'm also a big fan of the infrared biomats. You can get those on the My Favorite Things page of my website. I feel like everybody should have one of those. I'm also a huge fan of infrared saunas. I actually have a membership to 2 different infrared sauna places here. One has like a halo suite infrared sauna, which means that it's also like a salt cave. And it also has like a red light tower, a near infrared red light tower. So there's a big difference between like the near infrared light. That's going to make more collagen. It's going to be better for your skin and wound healing. And the far infrared, that's the one that we don't see, but that's the one that's going to make us warm. It's going to detox us. I have far infrared PEMF crystal mats on all of my spa beds, all 4 of them. And I have one at my house too. The place I want to go that we were talking about, Switzerland. Oh my gosh. Sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. I gotta sculpt the rest of this nose. You know, symmetry is beauty. But this side kind of hurts a little bit. I don't want to do it, but usually the spots that hurt the most are the spots you need it the most. I also really want to go to Malta. Have any of you guys been to Malta? During the whole scamdemic thing of 2020, I woke up out of a dream and I was just hearing the word like Malta, Malta, Malta. And I'm like, I've never heard of a place called Malta, but I just kept hearing the name over and over again. So I was like, what is this place? And I looked it up and it was actually a place. And like, I definitely have had to been there in a previous life. And the thing that was calling me to it, so I started researching it, like, you know, the autism kicks in and I'm like, why am I being drawn to, why am I having a dream about this place that I didn't even know was a place? And they have these like sacred caverns that these monks or somebody built. It's always monks, but is it really monks? You know what I mean? Have built underneath the city. And like you can like drop something like ding, and it's always gonna make the frequency of 111 hertz. So I was like, oh my gosh, all the sound and frequency healing stuff that we do. So what I'm doing now, this is a type of frequency sound healing. We're using specific frequencies along with microcurrent to sculpt the face. Which is like, dude, if I can do this with the face, you're telling me they can't do that with the pyramids? Bro, stop. Okay, if I cry a little bit, it's gonna be worth it. But man, I've got a lot of sinus buildup in here. Can you already see the increased definition in the nose? And that is just by getting rid of toxins. You don't have to do surgery. Now, if I wanted a little like Whoville nose or like a little Polly Pocket nose, yeah, like that. No, baby. No, that's never gonna happen without surgery. But I used to hate my nose until I like sculpted it. Like, look how much like bigger it looked here. Like this picture from when I was like 20, 22. But once I sculpted it, it was, you know, less offensive, I guess. No, I mean, I feel like it fits my face now. Oh man, there's a piece of something in there. And a lot of people also don't realize that when we have buildup in here, that's a lot of times what's going to cause the look of an eye bag or the look of nasolabial folds. It's literally tension that goes from above this eyebrow, down the side of the nose, and then down through the nasolabial fold. Call it a dirty little fish. Oh, can you hear that sound? Crunch, 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 crunch. Oh, that's better. And I don't know why this part just like weirds me out. It just feels weird. It doesn't hurt. It just feels weird. Oh, man. Okay. So we are on to part 2. Let's see what the face feels like. So part 1 was frequency-specific microcurrents. Non-invasive face sculpting with frequency-specific microcurrent. Now part 2, ooh, hot towel, hot towel. You know, before I became an esthetician, I'm enthusiastic poodle. I'm an enthusiastic poodle. You just can't see it because I got my curls braided. We were meant to be friends. Yes, this is what happens when you rub a scrub on your face with metal frequency wands for an hour. It's gonna turn pink, baby. Yeah, but back before I did aesthetics, I worked in food. So basically for the last 21 years, I've been conditioning my hands to like the hottest temperatures possible. Ooh, that's smooth. That's smooth. I don't know if I want to do, what do I like to cook? I like to cook so many things. I was definitely a chef in a past life. I love to cook like weird things. I like to use different colors. Yesterday I made these like purple and orange sweet potato pancakes. They were delicious. And I like to cook food for my dogs because it's nice and healthy. Yesterday I made them like hamburger with bacon grease, sweet potatoes, squash, cauliflower, broccoli, and I can't use any of this if I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I've got 2. They're so cute. Actually, I just posted a video on there today of what I made for them. I like to make ravioli. I love to make really, really healthy salads, but that are also delicious. So, oh, thank you. I love having you on my live streams. Enthusiastic Poodle, I love your name. I like to get, one of the favorite things I've made recently that can like, so this is a stem cell serum we're putting on. It can last a few days, like 3 or 4 days for a meal prep. Is I take like a whole bag of like broccoli. It's like a broccoli slaw crunch pre-made thing. And then I put some radish microgreens in there because they're purple and we love color. And I put some sprouted pumpkin seeds in there. Ooh, okay. I'm so ADD. And some garlic coleslaw and some cherries, unsweetened sour tart cherries. Look at this. Ah! Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to get some more of this because I'm probably gonna use all of this in myself. How cool is that? So this is a gold stem cell serum. So I am actually gonna probably use the microcurrent again after putting this on because since it's metallic and I'm putting it on the skin, then it's gonna be extra conductive. Some little things. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. How cute is this? Oh, I'm glad your grandma loves you. Maybe, you know, we all have difficult times with our parents. I did. Ooh. It doesn't look as pretty on the skin as it does in the bottle. But look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm glad that we're documenting this. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I'm sending you love and Jesus is sending you love. And, you know, if your parents are lucky, you know, they'll get a chance to love you too. Sometimes when our parents don't love us, that can be for the best. I know that sounds crazy. My dog died too. Her name was Coco. There's a lot of videos of her on here. We got a new puppy to hang out with her. Whenever like a dog feels like it's like dying, you know what I mean? I like to get another one so they can rub off on each other. And now Coco's ashes ride with me in my car, under my seat. People are like, why is she in the car with you? Because she liked to go on rides. What do you mean she's just going to be bored sitting at the house all the time? No. She loved to ride in the car. Ooh. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to get more of this. This is my favorite one so far. All right, now where's my toy? My toy! Here's my toy! So this kind of looks like a regular microneedling head, but it's a nano. So like a regular microneedling will have needles in it, right? This one, they're super short. They're not even needles. This is just meant to like push this directly into the skin. Can you see that? So we're gonna screw this in. Like so. And my favorite thing about this one is that it's also a LED. What color do we want? We want blue. Favorite foods. Like I said, I love super healthy, happy salads. Ooh, there we go. Now it looks like needles. I'm excited about this. I love steak. My favorite steak is currently from Anthony's Chop House here in Carmel. It's called a spinalis with extra bone marrow butter. I love me some bone marrow. Oh my gosh. Do I love the bone marrow? Yes, sir, ma'am, whatever I do. Like when I get a spinalis steak, and it's like the type of the part of the meat that's on either side of the spine, it's like even better than a fillet. And then you get the bone marrow butter to cover it, just like Thanksgiving, like a pumpkin pie. So you know what Thanksgiving, where like, I don't know about you, but I put so much whipped cream on my pumpkin pie that like I don't even want to see the pumpkin pie. I don't want to see it at all. I just want to see whipped cream. So I do the same thing with my steak and the bone marrow butter. Just cover it. You better cover it. You better cover it quick, because ooh, oh, that's kind of sensitive there. Because if the butter starts to melt before I'm done eating the steak, then you got to start over and give it more butter. It needs to be like completely covered, and then you can run away if you want. I also have been loving these like chocolate protein donuts. I don't know what the company is called, but I get them off of DoorDash, like Dash Mart, or I get them at the Fresh Market. And they're chocolate. They only have 1 gram of sugar in like all 3 donuts. And usually I don't eat donuts because like too much sugar like upsets me. Like I have insulin sensitivity and stuff. But these are amazing. They're like taste delicious. They don't taste like too healthy. And then what did I have? There's also like the Perfect Bar. Also a protein bar, but they have one that's like a chocolate chip, and then another one that's like, or peanut butter chocolate chip, and then they've got another one that is coconut and peanut butter. And those are all super healthy for you. Allergen free, high in protein, low in sugar. And my body, especially after I turned 35, is super sensitive to what I put in it. It was like after turning 35, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm allergic to everything. Like, what happened? So every 7 years, we have all new cells in our body. And I just think of it for me and my clients as every 7 years, New Year's is a new opportunity to check in with our body and be like, hey, okay, what do you like now? What makes you happy now? Because it's going to be something different. Do you think that's the same reason people get the 7-year itch? Like every 7 years, we have all new cells of our body. and be like, look, my cells from 7 years ago, they used to like you, but these new cells, like, we're not feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like every 7 years, if we have all all new cells every 7 years, I feel like if you're married, that should be like an automatic, like, you know, we should just have a reevaluation. Okay, it was lovely having you, Mr. Leo. You have a wonderful night. Thanks for being here. Oh, this feels amazing. It just kind of feels like, okay, Poodle, I hope you have a better day. Thanks for joining us. I should have done this before. I'm doing it on clients for a minute because the results are beautiful, but look how fast that gold and that blue is just evening out the skin tone already. And we haven't even used any pigment. I love this. I don't know. I'm really mindful about when I make promises because I don't like to make promises I can't keep. But you can ask me. Ugh, under the eyes is already always such a sensitive area. So this is getting everything perforated, ready for the pigment. Ooh. It does hurt more on the harder surfaces, like the forehead. Of course I will remember you, enthusiastic poodle. That is a promise I can keep. Ooh. Forehead hurts most. The rest of it just kind of feels like an electric razor. Ooh. I'm interested to see how much of this red we can get to go away. I thought the nose would hurt more than the forehead, but I was wrong. Pain is beauty, that's what they say, right? I did not expect this to be as intense. It's kind of a similar intensity to microneedling, actually. Even though that the needles are, like, way smaller. Like, these ones aren't even technically needles. Enthusiastic Poodle, I already told you Jesus loves you. And Jesus and your angels are always there for you, all the time. Okay, so let's match a color. Now, since my face is already super pink right now, because we've been doing the most to it for the last hour, probably over an hour, we're gonna wanna match the color more to like the chest or the neck. So let's see, you guys help me pick out a color. Is it that? Or is it more pink? I think my face is more pink now because I've been rubbing on it and it looks like a sunburn. Of course I care about you. I think this is the one though. Oh, we got some other gold ones too. We've got a gold one. That one's gonna be good for like under eye circles. And one was salmon DNA. What? Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with these. Obsessed. Now these I can do actually like once a week because it is a pigment. If you do them like once a week, once every like a week to 10 days, then the pigment is supposed to last longer. So we're gonna try that. Because my whole thing, I was like, okay, can I not exfoliate now that I'm doing this? Is this gonna make the color come off? You know, all of my clients who've done this so far, they've done this before like an event, like the day before the event, and they looked freaking amazing, but they weren't as concerned about like long-term results. So that's what we're gonna test out. Now I'm gonna switch this to the chakra or the frequency for my third eye chakra now. I don't know if you can hear the difference in the tonality. But oh yeah, I can feel a lot clearing out of that third eye. And if you ever have like lumps or bumps or something that is not moving out of your face how you want it to, then sometimes you just got to change the frequency. Like, okay, now I'm breaking up a lot more stuff, which means that a lot more of the toxins that were in my face were from my third eye. So that makes sense. Now for the color. Picked out our color. Let me put this little towel on my lap because I'm probably gonna make a mess here. Oh. And we don't want to get my pants wet. It's a new one, it's a fresh one. Prepped, we're snatched, we're ready to go. Oops. Okay, we're gonna get a new one for the color. Oh, so satisfying. So you can see like the little red spots, right? Yes, I have been like rubbing and exfoliating my face. This is supposed to even all that out in a beautiful hydrating serum. So you can already see where that perioral dermatitis was trying to sneak in from stress, the worst thing from the face. And every client that comes in, they get like a whole color. So you can do like contouring with this, but I haven't practiced enough with it to add it to the menu. But I think that would be super cool. And if there's like a green one, you know what I mean? Like a green undertone, like they have the green concealers. To like even out the red. Color theory, hey. Now I'm just getting like lazy. Oh, that kind of looks cooler, doesn't it? Like the squiggle guy. Doesn't really matter if there's like spots or something. I don't know. We'll see if this one's kind of more spotty. This one's like abstract. You know, abstract art is more fun. Okay. I don't want that on the lips though. I don't really need it there, but now it's there. We'll check it out. I'm so impatient. It's the Aries in me. Hello. Okay, it's just making weird noises. It's not doing it. Dang it. I'm trying to move that around. All right, moment of truth. See how it does. We're done. How does it look? Infinite. I'm just kidding. And here we go again. Look how cool that is. Ooh, it makes me want to sneeze, but I can't. Try not to sneeze. Okay, so I'm at 49 minutes. So it's been super fun. I'm gonna go back over to Instagram and finish this so it doesn't take forever to upload. But it's been so fun. Thanks for hanging out with me while I make myself pretty. And I'll see you guys again soon. Make sure you like and follow and, or is it subscribe here? Subscribe? Yeah. And turn on your notifications. So next time I go live, we can hang out again. And yeah, you know, I'll post a video on here showing you an unfiltered video when I'm done of the results. And then you guys let me know in the comments if it looks good, if it was worth it, if you want it, and if you would recommend to a friend.